Hi, this is Eternally Erica. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I have been having tons of little miniature spring peeper frogs all over my yard recently that my kids have been collecting. So frogs could be a sign or a synchronicity for somebody. They are usually a symbol of like abundance and fertility. So maybe that is in somebody's future and could be a message for you. But, you know, maybe you are somebody who has a pet frog, something of that nature. Also, because the store started selling all the Halloween stuff early, it made me want to use my Halloween mug today. So I have a little cat, witchy looking cat on this mug. Maybe somebody owns a cat like that, and that could be somebody's synchronicity also. But I am going to jump into this general reading, so let's see what comes out for the collective today. Okay, so we have Six of Cups reversed. And Nine of Cups. So it does look like you are going to be having an emotional wish come true, like emotional abundance once you release issues from the past. So past issues are heavily weighing on you. That could be issues from, you know, a actual past life, or it could be things from like your childhood. Maybe there's like some sort of inner child healing you need to do, or past love connections, or, you know, trauma from past relationships that may be holding you back. And then we have Five of Pentacles. So it does look like abandonment wounds are heavy on a situation, or somebody may feel abandoned by you. So you may have had to release somebody. Also, I can't help but notice too, it says Beetlejuice lies here, and it's spelled, you know, like lies as in, this could be somebody may have literally been lying to you. So that could also be a message. Two of Wands. So this is a choice. You had two paths, or in the future you're going to be having two paths that you could take. So that's traveling towards two different ways. You may be at a bit of a crossroads. Ten of Wands reverse. So once you do release your past abandonment wounds or childhood wounding issues, it does look like the burden, emotional burdens that you're holding on to are going to be released. Then we have the Hermit reversed. So if you may have had to take some time to yourself to do some introspection work. Maybe you've been in solitude, but you are exiting that energy. High Priestess reversed. You need to tap into your intuition, follow your gut feeling. If you are not feeling right about a situation, you need to release it. So maybe you're doing some sort of self-blaming about a situation from the past, and you need to follow your intuition about it. Trust the gut feeling that you had about this situation. Three of Swords. So this did cause you heartbreak. This could have been about a, you know, a death or a relationship ending. You have maybe, you know, the number three may be a significance for you. Maybe you've had 3 heartbreaks in your life. You've had 3 relationships that didn't work out, or something of that nature. Maybe you're a life path 3, but yeah, you're holding on to grief from past heartbreaks. King of Cups. So it does look like you have an emotional masculine energy coming through. Somebody does want to have, you know, an emotional relationship with you, but the things, abandonment wounds and things from past relationships are holding them back in the present. Five of Swords. So this is self-blame. There's a lot of like internalized issues going on here. This is where Lydia's writing her note. So it says, I am alone. Maybe somebody does feel very lonely. You know, you may have been dealing with somebody who does spend a lot of time in solitude with the, you know, hermit energy that had come out. And then we have Seven of Wands reversed. So there may have been some sort of argument or disagreement surrounding a connection. But it does look like you're exiting that relationship, that situation. So Six of Pentacles. You want a very reciprocal relationship. So in the future, it does look like you're going to be coming into balance. Five of Wands reversed. So again, there may have been some sort of argument surrounding this connection, but you are trying to exit any feelings of hostility that you may be carrying on to. So, all right, I'm going to pull some What's the News oracles to see what else comes out here. Lust. So we have greed, bareback, and inconsiderate. This could have been you or someone you're dealing with. Someone may have just been coming in for lust. Like I said, that is the, you know, you did have the Two of Wands coming out, so there were two paths that you had a choice between. Then we have spiritually woke, self-awareness, cutting through illusions, detaching from ego. So this could be you or someone you're dealing with. And then we have lift off, so progression forward, and the wait is over. So we have, okay. So maybe somebody, you or someone you're dealing with may have gone through an ego death, or you're, you know, realizing that you had a very lustful connection or lustful tendencies in the past. Then we have laughter, so happiness, joy, and healing. All right, so it does look like things are looking up. Again, it looks like you are going to be releasing an energy that you felt was holding you back. So you could have done a lot of healing work. It does look like somebody may have been, you know, becoming more self-aware here. So this, put the energy where it works. It could be you or someone you're dealing with, or it could be both of you. You may have been doing a lot of inner healing work to work through some of your egotistical issues you may have been dealing with, or past traumas that you may have been carrying. But yes, it does look like you are getting out of the self-blame, abandonment issues. You don't want to argue with anyone. You just want to have more happiness and joy. And this looks like an overall fairly positive reading. Then we have the Badger and Jinko. So healing wounds. It did come out reversed though. So one of you may be delaying your healing and the other one may be more healed. So you may be dealing with a connection where everyone is now becoming more aware of what needs to be healed, but one of you may be further along in your healing journey than the other. or someone just really wants to stay stuck in their ways. So put that where it resonates. That could be, you know, the paths that you had to take. Maybe you had to release somebody to work on healing yourself. You know, it could be a, you know, self journey more so than choosing a person. All right, so at least there's some awareness coming through. All right, so let's pull an inner child oracle to see what comes out here. Okay, so we have number 34. Spend time in nature. Let the beauty of nature refresh your soul. So your message here is to spend more time in nature. That can help you with your healing. You know, if you become more one with nature, realizing how everything is connected, that could assist you along the way. Also, it does help with like balancing emotions and things of that nature. To take like walks and stuff outside. So that could also be your message. I'm going to pull some zodiac charms and initial charms to give you further confirmation that this is your story. This can give you sun, moon, or rising signs of you or someone you're dealing with, or a time frame where something may shift in your connection. Okay, so we have Gemini, Cancer, Aquarius, Aries, Pisces. Then we have the letters Y, N, K, and S. Bye. I hope this helped.